me turn off my OBS.
And we're back online. Alright. I apologize for that.
We are?
Yeah. For that very brief break, I was having a hard time getting OBS to target the game and getting it to display, but we got it sorted out. Alright. Let's get ourselves loaded up. We are on the USS Volcanius. Excuse me. Action back. Thank you. Thank you.
Gooby.
Let's see here. Events. Gotta get our synthwave in.
Cats, I cannot see. I gotta go feed my cats and stuff too. God dang it.
Alright.
Okay.
Yep. And it's free, Petty. It is a free game, and just about any ship you can get, you can pay for it. You can also get you can grind out for free. I'm not trying to make you feel bad or nothing, Petty, but this game is like over 10 years old. It is not new. Well, that's a fair point.
So Prime, I'm gonna order my pizza.
I'm
gonna mute myself for one, so I'm not on your stream once I get done. And when it gets here, I'm gonna eat, and then I'll be ready for Monster Hunter. If you're still up for it, I'll double check back in.
Yeah, I'll hang out here.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. Go do your stuff, brother.
We're gonna go blow things up right now. Definitely, yeah. Petty. Hell yeah, you can get it. And the customization they have for this game is fantastic. I've kit bashed. Why my ship has these colors on it? I need to figure this out. Something is doing something. What is causing to disable the visuals? There we go. Now we should look like a starship. Sure, definitely I can teach you the ways. It's pretty straightforward. You have, well, hang on. I gotta hide my layout here. Hold on. Let me. Alright, so you have a bunch of different skills and everything else down here. You can't see that because of the sub goal thing. It's time. Hold on. So you have your officer abilities that affect your ship. Hang on, we're going. It says I'm still live with a cat. Oh, it might be because we have our joint stream. Hang on. And since this is a Galaxy class ship, we get to have our saucer separation. In this mission, in this particular TFO, we have to beam up folks from these little rings, and we transport them to either transport ships or we can put them on the warships to help us out. Doesn't pay attention unless there's food. Hang on, right? Alright, let's get this battleship to come help us fight. You can definitely make have them have pink hues. Yeah, definitely. You can have the changes of colors on the cells. When I tell you there's a ton of ships in here, and you can pick, any of the major factions. You got obviously the Federation, the Romulans, the Klingons. You have the Gorn. You have Nausicaans. You have the Andorians, Liberated Borg, Vulcans, Tellarites, Caitians. If you like cats, you'll be playing as a cat. If Cat was playing this game, she'd be a Cation. Almost guarantee it. Vulcan sucked the teeth. Yeah, but you can definitely do that. There are ground TFOs, just as there are space TFOs here. And TFOs, like I said, just refer to what effectively would be considered like a dungeon, like a 5-man dungeon in World of Warcraft, I guess, would be the easiest way to compare. Pretty sure you can make it green, too. Attack the booty head peeps. One of the things I love about this game, besides the fact that it's Star Trek, is that all their NPCs, they're all voice acted. All of them. There are voice actors for everybody, and they will bring in like Star Trek actors to, reprise their role. I think the only person that hasn't been brought on to do anything with this game has been Patrick Stewart, which kind of makes me sad because I love Patrick Stewart. Sir Patrick Stewart, excuse me, don't eviscerate me. He's a knight now, or he's been a knight. And when you create your character, you can pick what kind. You can pick either. So there's 3 types of officers. Engineering, there is tactical, and then there's science. Yellow, red, and blue. So, and each one has different abilities that they get to have privy to. Like for engineers, like this guy here, this character, my ground character specializes in drones and making teleporting in little helper bees and stuff like that. Alright, let's go get some more of this before. Turn tighter. There we go. Alright, frigate. You better move your ass. You got 14 seconds for this. You're gonna explode. Oh, I have 3 seconds before I'm gonna explode. He didn't make it. Alright. Let's get our frigate back up. Our transport, excuse me. Need to transport all the people. Ah! Fell out. Get back in. Leonard Nimoy did voice acting for this when the game first came out. He led his character. Jerry Ryan, the actor who did Harry Kim from Voyager. I want to say the actor who portrayed Neelix also had a role in here. Hugh from Picard and Next Generation is also in here. There's a lot. Martok and Galron. Gotta get to work. Good lord. Gotta twerk if you say so. 4 Where did my saucer section go? There it is, okay. Alright, this person's on this side, so I'm going to go over here. And then let's do fire at will and those torpedo spread. You're fine, Patty. You can do different beam types, so like your traditional phasers, you can do Tetrion beams, disruptor beams, pulse disruptor cannons, anti-proton, plasma. The list goes on and on. When we get out of this mission, I'll show you how the ship customization works. Man, whoever has not been doing a good job over here. So many people left to die. Alright, we gotta get across this barrier here. Yep, they have those effects in here. I'm not even using any of my real abilities. I'm just auto-targeting and, oh well, I shouldn't say auto-firing, excuse me. So, you can't really tell, but I have, all my weapons are here. And if you right-click them, they'll set to auto-fire. So if you just hit your mouse button, all of them will start shooting when they're not on cooldown. I don't know where my saucer section went. We're gonna call it back. And it's free. That's what makes it so good. Jellyfish. Yep, they have the jellyfish ships from, you know, the first step from Farpoint Station. You can get that ship if you want. And they run this event where if you so this is the event campaign here. If you complete this, you get a tier 6 starship of your choice, 2 additional tier 6 starships of your choice, and Lobby crystals. And it goes throughout the year. So if you're diligent, you do you log in almost every day to do your dailies. Come around October or so is when you will unlock, when you'll fill up the bar and you can get your rewards. Alright, let's drop off these people. Yeah, it's fucking awesome. I love it. Yeah, it's free! The one price nobody can beat. Let's go. Hopefully the game sounds aren't too loud. I turned them down from the last time we had streamed this. Whee! Alright, jellyfish has this side. Honestly, if the jellyfish would position itself over the center here, it'd probably cover all 3 exits. Let's summon in some little shuttle ships to help us. Just to chase down all these fast-moving things. Oh, there's somebody in the Kira. There's a Romulan ship here. Almost done. Just getting through these last few waves. I remember back in the day where when you would saucer separate, that would just turn back to the regular default Galaxy saucer section no matter what saucer section you had on there. I also helped beta test this game, so I've been playing this game for a very long time. So, like, well before day one. There's that. And let's go with beam fire at will again. And I didn't turn on my shield booster. Not that I've had to use it. Turn that off. There we go. Only 3 more cruisers and 2 frigates remain. They just need to warp out. Where are they warping out from? Over there. Okay. No one's coming down this gate. I don't need any reason to be here. Alright. Got that. Let's see. What's our low one? 43. Iconian. Okay. And let's warp out. Oh, I'm looking at the warp out scene. Damn. Alright. And we're going to be warping right back to Earth space dock. And then I'll take y'all, we'll show you the customization for the starships, and then I'll take you into sector space. So you can get a feel of this, how big this map is. And I like to fly into Earth space dock. I missed it. Hang on. We're pulling a U-turn. Actually, that's almost a circle. Okay. Open the doors. Open the docking doors. Thank you. It's so freaking cool. Alright, so let's beam into our space dock real quick. I'll take y'all to the club after we show you the starship stuff. Load. Here we go. Alright, so there's our turbo lift, so we just beamed in on. We'll go over here. This is obviously my character. Aha. Alright. So, first, these are all the ships that I currently own. These are Alliance ships. I don't know why I still have that one. The Motto, the Blur, the Computron, Fortress Maximus. That's just a Halifax. There's a Metroplex, and there's another Metroplex. Nanking, the Philadelphian. I don't know why that's called that. Superion, and obviously Volcanius. So, we're going to go over here real quick to the Customize Your Starship. We're going to back out of that and go back into it because for whatever reason there's a graphics glitch, so this is what the ship actually currently looks like. So, we can, we'll go through all the ship parts. So, here's the Andromeda. And these are all just off the Galaxy class. There's obviously a bunch of different ships. Here's the mirror version of it. Mirror Universe. The OG, the original, the Galaxy class. I don't, well, not with those nacelles though. Oh, that was a Cygnus, excuse me. This was the Cygnus. This is the Androme. There's a slight difference in the deflector dish and the nacelles. There's a Federation Cygnus. The white is very gleamy. Makes it hard to look at. The World Razor, which was only seen from a picture from Picard, season 2, and they converted it into a starship, into a ship model. The Monarch, which is probably one of the uglier Galaxy class ships that they came out with. The Venture, and then the Ross. I like the look of the Ross personally. This was also featured in Star Trek, in Picard season 2. And if you go into advanced, you can change, as long as you own it, you can change every bit of this that you want. You can kit bash this thing to hell and back. So like, we're gonna cancel this because we don't want to lose what I did. So like this is what, no, it's not my ship. So this is what my ship currently looks like. And that's because I'm using parts from just about every Galaxy class that they have on here. Yeah, I picked parts from each one. I tried not to, there's only so many slots you can do. Obviously you have the hull, the saucer, the neck. But I'm a sucker for the Galaxy class is my favorite starship in the entire Star Trek series. So for my engineering character, I only did it with I only focused that with them. With my tactical officer, I went with um, the Akira and the Defiant, and I focused on Voyager for my science. And here's the dance club in Star Dock. Let me see if I remember how to do the emotes. Hang on. I gotta look at the buttons. Aha, it's been so long since I've had to do the dance. Slash dance, maybe? Is it like WoW? No, it's not like WoW. How do I... I know there's a way for me to dance. I don't remember how. Let's see. Emotes. Dance mix. Yeah, go me. Hang on. Not doing it right, sir. Oh, of course, we have to do the robot. I mean, come on. Alright, let me take you into sector space real quick. You know what? I'm not even gonna do that. We're just gonna beam up from here. The loading is the only real complaint I shouldn't even say complaint anyway, kind of like thing about this game. But when you see how big the map is here, it's kind of nuts. Because they have all four sectors of space. Oh, no one caught the Porygon level 2. Alright, we're in sector space now. So this is just the beta quadrant. Here is the galaxy map. So we're here, and here's the rest of space. You got Romulan space down there, Klingon space here. This is Bajoran space. This is Cardassian. Oh, there's Breen. I don't know who this is over here. And I believe that's the... I don't know. It's been so long. We have the Delta Quadrant here. This is the Gamma Quadrant. Yeah, Alpha and then Beta. So they got all 4 of them. My personal favorite is the Delta Quadrant. I would have loved to have seen how Star Trek Voyager would have been different if it had been a Galaxy class ship instead of an Intrepid class. So like, we are going. Let's go to. Dyson Sphere Gateway. Okay. I know I could just do a search, but I want to go through the system list. Okay, and we've engaged autopilot. And we're cruising at warp 12.34. And fireworks. And then we're going to transwarp. Or quantum substream, excuse me. Oh yeah, so the store. I don't know if any of y'all have seen what a Cation looks like. These are the Cations. They are literally cat people. Cat could really make her OC in this game. But we've got your Borg bridge officers, playable Cations, playable Cardassians, Trill, Perseians, Fursons? I don't know. That's your Cation bridge officer. You can play as a Federation Klingon, a Jem'Hadar, Anarian, what in the hell that is? That's a bridge officer. You can play as a Reman if you wanted. Let's see. What else we got here? Yeah, I mean, there's so many things you can pick up. So many different races you can pick. Like, or you can make your own custom one. Let's see here. Travel to the Delta Quadrant. And then, like, for example, I'm gonna show you some of my other characters here. So, like, I made Piccolo. You can make a curvy race. You can try. I don't think that would be a problem. Right now, he's currently flying what looks like an NX-01. Here's another custom race. He's flying a crossfield like the USS Discovery. And I got 2 Klingon captains, which are still low level as hell. And they're flying Alliance ships. So, and then you can come up here, you can do, choose a faction. You got, again, Starfleet, Klingon Defense, Discovery Starfleet. You can do Dominion. You can go old school Star Trek. And then you got the Romulan Republic. There are 8, and that's just if you haven't unlocked. The possibilities are endless. We're going back into our Star Trek, the Vulcans, or the Romulans if you were for a Romulan. Hey, we're gonna assist in a comp and freighter because they sent out a distress call. Hi, I have a question. Petty, how do you feel about ocean games? I know some people freak out about them, other people love them, so I'm just curious where you fall in that spectrum. This one's gonna take a hot second to load. And I don't mean like Subnautica. I mean, yes, like a game where you're in the ocean. You get to see like all the different animals and stuff like that. No, not like Raft. We'll be happy to assist. Let's help the Ocampans. We're gonna scan. Use a good old deflector dish. Obviously, the one downfall with a Galaxy class ship is they have the huge turning circle. I love ocean games, so maybe I'll show y'all Beyond Blue here in a second. Have you heard of that game, Beyond Blue? Awesome. Good. I'm glad, because that means I can show it off to you. Which is convenient, because they just put out a patch for it not too long ago. They told me to get Palworld. Palworld is awesome. I love Palworld. I need to get back into playing that on Sundays. So that'll will probably be our Sunday game again, as we've until at least the next big Monster Hunter World patch. Okay, Zon, you don't want none of this. This is what should have happened in the Delta Quadrant. Oh, it's not that hard. If you can play Pokemon, you can play. Or if you've played Arc, you can play that. You can play. Palworld. Return to the Compan Convoy. GG, yeah, right? Let's see. Oh, now they're trying to raid the convoy. I don't think so. Let's put you guys in another dimension, huh? There we go. Alright, good stuff. Alright, let me show you guys Beyond Blue. Give me 1 second here. Oh, there's my background. Haha. And where is the display capture? Here we go. Wait, Steam, get back here. Alright, so we want Beyond Blue. Okay, let me just change this. Bumblebee, no, that's Prime. Oh, this boots up. Hold on. Alright, let me pause and restart. Give me 2 seconds here. Well, let me see if this loads up. Boots up first. This should boot up. There you go, right?